All right, everybody, are you ready for this? It's Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And Netflix just dropped a surprise trailer
What?
for Happy Gilmore 2.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously.
The sequel to the 1996 cult classic.
Wow.
I know, right? Fans are freaking out.
Yeah.
And honestly, so are we.
I can imagine.
It's Happy Gilmore. Like,
It's huge.
yeah.
What a way to spend Christmas, right?
I know. So, what I think is really fascinating about this sequel is the timing. It's been almost 30 years since Happy's big win
Right.
at the Tour Championship.
Yeah.
So we're not just getting a sequel, we're getting a time capsule.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right, like a glimpse into
Yeah.
how Happy might have navigated life, fatherhood, maybe even midlife crisis.
I mean, think about it. 30 years.
Right.
That's a significant chunk of time.
I mean, just imagine Happy Gilmore
Yeah.
dealing with kids who are obsessed with TikTok
Oh, my God.
instead of Chumbawamba.
Right. The world's a very different place.
Totally different. But speaking of the trailer, we got some returning favorites.
Okay.
Adam Sandler as Happy, obviously.
Of course, gotta have Happy.
You gotta have Happy. And the rivalry is back on
Ooh.
because Shooter McGavin, played by Christopher McDonald, is also returning.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they're bringing back the big guns, huh?
I know. So,
That's interesting, though, bringing back Shooter McGavin like that.
yeah.
Because, I mean, their rivalry was so central to the original film.
Right.
But how do you reignite a rivalry like that
Right.
after 30 years?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. How do rivalries even evolve as we age?
Right.
They become less about
Yeah.
winning
Right.
and more about legacy, about proving that you haven't faded away.
Oh, that's deep.
Right.
So you think we could see Shooter trying to prove he's still the king?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even trying to steal Happy's thunder and the
Yeah.
geriatric golf circuit?
Maybe, or maybe the rivalry's less about golf this time.
Oh.
You know, maybe it's like they're competing for their kids' attention
Oh.
or battling it out over who gives the best retirement advice.
Oh, that's good.
It's a chance to explore rivalry
Yeah.
in a whole new light.
Right.
Something that resonates with
Yeah.
where we are in life right now.
Right. Oh, and let's not forget about the new additions to the cast.
Oh, yeah. Who else is in this thing?
Bad Bunny
What?
as Happy's caddy.
Bad Buddy's in this?
Yeah.
What?
Who saw that coming?
That's amazing.
I know. I mean, that's a genius casting choice.
Yeah, yes, it really is.
It brings
Yeah.
a completely different energy to
Yeah.
the Happy Gilmore universe. Like,
Yeah,
it's a way to bridge that gap
Right.
between the 90s and now.
Yeah, bring in a younger audience
Right.
while still honoring the original.
Exactly.
I like it.
So it's like a clash of cultures
Oh, yeah,
on the golf course.
for sure.
But just think about the comedic potential.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad Bunny trying to teach Happy Gilmore the finer points of putting
Yeah.
while blasting reggaeton.
Okay, that I gotta see.
Right.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So it was a chance to see Happy, like, outside of his comfort zone, forced to adapt to a world that's
Right.
moved on without him.
Right.
I mean, remember back in 96?
Yeah.
The internet was barely a thing.
Right.
And social media didn't even exist.
It's like dial up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now it's everything.
I know. So that's a good point.
Right.
How is Happy Gilmore, the guy who once took down a giant inflatable clown,
Oh, yeah.
going to navigate the world of influencers and viral videos? It's
Okay.
insane. And then there's Travis Kelce,
Right.
the NFL tight end, making a cameo.
Wait, what? Travis Kelce is in this?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
I know.
What's he doing in Happy Gilmore 2?
I don't know.
Is he like a rival golfer?
I'm not sure.
A sponsor? Or just a guy who, like, wandered on the wrong set?
Maybe. I'm picturing him giving Happy
Right.
some tough love pep talk. Like, listen, Gilmore, you gotta channel your inner beast, embrace the chaos, and crush those birdies.
That'd be amazing.
I know, right? But, the trailer doesn't reveal any plot details.
Really?
It's all just atmosphere, little hints of what's to come.
So it's like a big tease.
It's a total tease. It's like they're saying, hey, remember Happy Gilmore? Well, buckle up because things are about to get weird.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And this brings us to a key question.
Okay, shoot.
What is the driving force behind this sequel?
Yeah.
What could possibly disrupt Happy's presumably peaceful life
Right.
after achieving everything he wanted?
Yeah, he got the girl,
I know.
saved his grandma's house, won the championship.
The whole thing.
It's been 30 years.
30 years.
What more is there to fight for?
Exactly.
That's a good question.
I know, right?
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes achieving your dreams isn't the end of the story.
Aye.
It's just the beginning of a new chapter.
Ooh.
We'll see what this new chapter holds for Happy.
No, I'm so excited.
Me too. This is going to be good.
Okay.
So maybe this time, the stakes are more like internal.
Hmm.
Like maybe Happy's grappling with who he is now versus who he used to be.
Like a full-blown identity crisis? Man, I didn't realize we were getting that philosophical with Happy Gilmore.
Well, think about it. He's achieved his goals. He's older.
Right.
The world has changed around him.
Right.
That's a lot to process.
Yeah.
So maybe this sequel isn't about winning a tournament. It's about Happy winning back a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging.
That's actually really insightful.
Thanks.
And it makes me think about how comedy itself has evolved since 1996.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, the original Happy Gilmore had some pretty politically incorrect jokes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That wouldn't fly today.
No, not at all. But you're right. The comedic landscape has shifted.
Right.
Become more aware of, social sensitivities.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how the sequel navigates that.
Yeah.
Will Happy's humor evolve, or will he be a fish out of water in a world that's become too, woke for his old school antics?
I mean, now that you mention it,
Yeah.
there were moments in the trailer that hinted at, like, some self-awareness.
Okay, like what?
Like when Happy slams his club and then mutters something about toxic masculinity.
Oh, right, yeah.
That definitely wouldn't have been in the original.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That little moment suggests they're at least acknowledging the shift in how we perceive certain behaviors.
Yeah.
It could be played for laughs, but it also opens the door for some clever commentary
Right.
on how societal expectations have changed.
So maybe Happy Gilmore 2 isn't just a nostalgia grab,
Right.
but a way to explore how we grapple with aging, changing social norms,
Yeah.
and finding our place in a world that feels very different from the one we grew up in.
Exactly. And let's not forget about the emotional core of the original,
Right.
beneath all the slapstick.
Yeah.
Happy's journey was about connecting with his family,
Yeah.
especially his grandma.
Oh, man.
So how might those relationships have evolved?
I hadn't even thought about Grandma. What if she's the reason Happy is struggling? Maybe he's dealing with being a caregiver.
Oh, wow.
Or facing the realities of aging parents. That would hit hard emotionally.
It would. It would add a layer of depth and relatability
Yeah.
that would resonate with audiences today.
Right.
We're all dealing with those issues.
Yeah.
Whether it's our own aging or caring for loved ones.
And another thing that struck me about the trailer was the visuals.
Oh, yeah.
They felt both familiar and updated.
Okay.
Like they kept the bright colors and the over-the-top golf course settings.
Right.
But there's like a slickness, a modern sheen to it all.
That's smart. They're acknowledging the nostalgia
Yeah.
while also signaling that this isn't just a rehash.
Right.
It's Happy Gilmore, but with a 2024 upgrade.
Exactly. And I'm sure they've got some tricks up their sleeve when it comes to the soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack, yeah.
The original had that iconic 90s grunge rock vibe.
Yeah, what are they going to do this time? What kind of music do you think they'll use?
I don't know.
Will they stick with the 90s nostalgia?
All right.
Maybe throw in some Smash Mouth or Green Day? Or will they go for a more contemporary sound? Maybe something that reflects Bad Bunny's musical style.
Maybe a mix of both.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Like some classic 90s tracks for the flashback scenes.
Yeah, I like that.
And then some modern hip-hop or pop to underscore Happy's current struggles.
I could see that working.
Yeah.
It'd be another way to bridge the gap between the past and the present.
Right.
A soundtrack that speaks to both the older fans who grew up with the original
Right.
and the younger generation discovering it for the first time.
And you know what else I'm curious about?
What's that?
How they'll handle Hap's relationship with Virginia.
Oh, good point.
They ended up together in the original.
Yeah.
But that was a different time.
Right. Relationships evolve. People change.
Right. Are they still together?
I don't know. It's a good question. That's a storyline with potential.
Oh,
Maybe they're the picture of marital bliss.
right.
Or maybe they're navigating the challenges of a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe they've drifted apart. Or maybe one of them has moved on.
Ooh, imagine the drama.
Right.
And if they have kids, think about the comedic potential there.
Oh, absolutely.
Happy trying to teach his kids his signature golf swing. That could be hilarious.
Or horrifying,
Right?
depending on Happy's parenting skills.
That's true.
Which, let's be honest, we don't have a lot of faith in.
True.
But, hey,
Yeah.
maybe fatherhood has softened him up a bit.
Right.
Or maybe it's just amplified his craziness.
Right.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's bound to be entertaining.
So you know what? Thinking about Happy as a dad,
Yeah.
it makes me wonder if this sequel might actually be more of a family comedy than like a straight-up sports movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Adam Sandler tackle the family comedy genre before.
He has.
And he's got a knack for finding the humor in everyday parenting struggles.
Oh, he does, and it'd be a clever way to broaden the appeal of the sequel, too.
Oh, totally.
You could bring in a whole new audience
Yeah.
who might not be, like, die-hard golf fans.
Right.
But can definitely relate to the chaos of raising kids.
Oh, yeah, everyone's dealing with that.
Exactly.
So, yeah, imagine
Yeah.
Happy trying to navigate parent-teacher conferences, dealing with teenage angst,
Right.
or coaching his kids' Little League team with his own unique brand of, shall we say, enthusiasm.
Oh, man, I'm picturing him giving a motivational speech to a bunch of 8-year-olds, complete with his signature Happy Gilmore scream.
Oh, for sure. And let's not forget the potential for some, like, classic fish-out-of-water comedy.
Oh.
Happy's always been a bit, rough around the edges.
Right.
How's he going to fit into the world of play dates and PTA meetings?
I bet he shows up to a soccer game in full hockey gear.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to check some minivans.
Exactly. And speaking of comedy, we can't forget about the legacy of the original.
Oh.
Happy Gilmore was packed with quotable lines
Totally.
and iconic moments.
Yeah. So how do you think they'll handle that in the sequel?
Well, I hope they don't just try to rehash all the old jokes.
Right.
I want to see some fresh material, some new catchphrases that will have us quoting for the next 30 years.
Exactly.
So the humor needs to feel contemporary.
Yeah.
But still honor the spirit of the original.
I agree.
Maybe we'll see Happy battling a robot caddy.
Oh.
Or trying to outsmart a self-driving golf cart.
Or maybe he'll get into a Twitter war with some Gen Z golf prodigy who thinks Happy's style is, cringe.
Oh, that's good. I can see that happening.
Right. And speaking of the younger generation, I'm curious to see how they incorporate Bad Bunny's comedic style into the mix.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's known for his, playful personality and his ability to poke fun at himself.
Right.
I bet he and Adam Sandler will have some, great comedic chemistry on screen.
Oh, for sure.
And it'll be interesting to see how they play off each other's strengths.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some musical moments, some unexpected dance-offs, or some hilarious Spanglish exchanges.
I'm already picturing a scene where Happy tries to teach Bad Bunny how to do his bull dance from the original movie.
Oh, yeah.
With disastrous results.
Oh, that would be gold. But, beyond the laughs.
Yeah.
I think this sequel has the potential to be surprisingly heartwarming.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, Happy's always had a soft spot.
He has.
Especially for his grandma.
Yeah.
And I think that sentimentality will carry over into the sequel. Maybe even be amplified by Happy's journey as a father.
So maybe he'll finally learn the true meaning of responsibility.
Maybe.
And realize that being a good dad is even more rewarding than sinking a hole in one.
Or maybe he'll just pass on his love of crazy golf antics to his kids.
Right.
Creating a whole new generation of Happy Gilmores.
Oh, that would be awesome.
A legacy of chaos and golf course mayhem.
Right. Okay, so to wrap things up, it seems like Happy Gilmore 2 has all the ingredients for a successful sequel.
It does.
Returning favorites, exciting new additions, and a willingness to explore themes that resonate with audiences today.
For sure.
So it's more than just a nostalgia trip.
It is.
It's a chance to revisit these beloved characters, see how they've grown, and laugh along with them as they navigate the ups and downs of life 30 years later.
Exactly. It's a reminder that no matter how much time passes, there's always room for a little bit of Happy Gilmore in our life.
That's a great point.
Right.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into Happy Gilmore 2.
It's been a good one.
We hope you enjoyed it and that you're just as excited for this sequel as we are.
I know I am.
And remember, keep your eyes peeled for any new trailers or behind-the-scenes sneak peeks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive into the world of pop culture.
Sounds good.
Until then, stay curious.